welcome to this week's video. This week I am doing the Dig a Little Deeper tag. Basically what it is 50 questions that are more in depth, you don't tend to ask people, and hopefully you get to know me better. I think I'm going to learn a little bit about myself as well, because I looked at the first couple questions and I don't even ask myself that stuff. So let's dig a little deeper and find out everything there is to know. Let's get to it. The first question is, do you prefer writing with black pen or blue pen? I would say black. Would you prefer to live in the country or the city? Somewhere in between. If I have to choose between those two, then I would probably say city. If you could learn a new skill, what would it be? Cooking, because I suck at it and don't know how to do it, and I would like to learn how to do that. Well, I don't really want to learn how to do it, but I just wish I had that skill. Do you drink tea or coffee with sugar? I don't drink tea or coffee. What was your favorite book as a child? Honestly, probably those Guinness World Record books. Those were always so fun to look through. If we're talking like actual book, like children's book, I would probably say like, what is it? Give a mouse a cookie. If you give a mouse a cookie or something like that. Do you prefer baths or showers? Showers, definitely. If you could be a mythical creature, which would you choose? Okay, interesting question. If we're talking like animal only, I would probably choose a dragon. If we're talking like they could be humans too, I think I'd be a vampire because I always thought they were really cool. And I wouldn't want to be a werewolf. I would probably say vampire. Do you prefer reading paper or electronic books? Electronic, actually. I mean, I definitely read paper books, but I read them at such a slower pace. I mean, like, I have a book on my desk. I started in December, Christmas time, and I haven't picked it up in like a month. So I just am a slow reader in general. But you give me a good book and give it to me on Apple Books or what is it, iBooks or whatever, I finish it within a day. What is your favorite item of clothing? Probably hats or hoodies. Probably hoodies. Do you like your name? Would you ever change it? At this point in my life, I wouldn't change it, I don't think. I do like my name. I like how my name has so many possible nicknames. I like that people can call me Jay, Jen, different stuff. Like, I definitely think there's better names, but I think my name fits me. Who was a mentor to you? When I think of someone like that, I think of professors, teachers, stuff like that. So I would probably say my favorite high school teacher, and I would say my couple of favorite professors from college. Those people I just look up to, and I know I could always reach out and they'd be there for me. Would you ever want to be famous? If so, for what? Yes! Oh my god. As a kid, you know, everyone daydreams about like being famous and stuff, but I always was convinced I would kill it being famous. For what? I mean, I've always wanted, I can't sing, okay? I don't have a good voice, but I would say probably a singer, because I feel like they have the ability to be the most famous because everyone usually listens to music, and I feel like it'd be so fun to sell out concerts. Like, it sounds fun! Are you a restless sleeper? I don't think restless is the right word. I don't sleep well. I guess it is the right word. I mean, yeah, I would say probably. Like, when I sleep, I usually sleep good, but I just have never been a good sleeper. Yeah. Do you consider yourself a romantic? Heck yes. Which element best represents you? Are we talking like any element in the periodic table? Because I would say neon. But if we're talking, like, I think they mean, like, oxygen. Maybe they mean, like, avatar elements, like water, earth, air. I don't know. Okay, out of the four, I would say air. Who do you want to be closer to? I mean, friends. If we're talking, like, right now, I haven't seen, hugged, been around my friends for years, since March. So definitely my friends. If we're talking in general, like outside the pandemic, who would I want to be closer to? I don't know. I don't really think there's anyone that I'm like wishing. No. Yeah, no. Do you miss someone at the moment? Yeah, like I said, my friends. I really miss hanging out with them. Tell us about an early childhood memory. So my thing is, I literally repressed my childhood. Not on purpose, but I literally don't remember anything before like the age of 11, 12. There's a couple select things, but I really don't remember a lot. I remember having a Nerf war with my brother and Natalie's brother, and we were playing in the street and I fell on the gravel and I was in such pain. I remember that. Maybe that's why I remember it, because it was like painful, but it was fun. I mean, the Nerf part was fun. What is the strangest thing you've eaten? I'm picky. I'm definitely picky, so I've never eaten, like, I don't think I've eaten a bug. Maybe the astronaut food we had? Check that out, because that was crazy. What can you see outside your bedroom window? Well, this is my bedroom window. If I opened it outside, it's literally just my backyard and then my neighbor's, you know, backyard, so just houses. Suburbia. What are you most thankful for? I mean, it's cheesy and I've already said it like 3 times in this video, but my family and friends. I'm thankful for my support system and the people that love me, and I appreciate them so much. Do you like spicy food? Yes, but it depends how spicy. I've always liked it since I was a kid, but I'm sure there's people that can take a lot more heat than me, because some of it, like, I can eat spicy food, but if it gets too spicy, then I'm out. Have you ever met someone famous? I've seen famous people. I've seen Howie Mandel. I've seen a wrestler from WWE. I've seen, you know, people in concert and stuff like that. But I mean, as far as like literally like a meet and greet or like I hugged no, that's never happened. Do you keep a diary or journal? Yeah, but I don't really update it like a lot. I don't know. I've always wanted to be that person that journals like once a day, 30 minutes you write something, but I am not that person. Like, I cannot do it. I usually write stuff every few months. Do you prefer to use pen or pencil? Pencil! Oh my god, I am not one of those people that can write all their notes in pen. I don't know how people do that. Like, especially, you guys know I was a chemistry major, and like in lectures, they would be going fast, and you're writing these crazy protein names and stuff like that, like sentences that look fake. I would mess up all the time. Like, I could not have pen. Oh my god, my notes would just be scribbled out. What is your star sign? Isn't that zodiac? Cancer. Do you like your cereal crunchy or soggy? Ew, I hate that question in general. Like, ugh. I mean, something in the middle. Like, I like, if I have cereal, I do have it with milk, but I don't like it once it gets soggy, but I also want the milk to absorb a little bit. Like, I don't want to eat it like I'm eating it without milk, you know? What would you want your legacy to be? I think I just want people to remember me for being kind. Do you like reading? What was the last thing you read? No, I don't like reading traditional, like, books that you have to read in class and stuff like that. I'm such a slow reader, so that really takes me out of it. Stuff on my phone, yeah. The last thing I read was a book on iBooks, or this, which is, I'm reading the Hunger Games prequel that just came out. That's the book I haven't picked up in like a month, so. But technically I'm reading it. We'll see. How do you show someone you love them? I don't know. I feel like I'm like all of the love languages, except a couple. I mean, I feel like I love giving people small gifts. Like, I love cheering up people if they're down. I like being there for people. So I guess quality time, you know, gift giving, stuff like that. I wouldn't say those are my main love languages, honestly, but that's what I feel like I like to give other people. Those aren't like for me, you know? That's confusing. If you know the love languages, you know what I'm talking about. Do you like ice in your drinks? That's like a broad question. I mean, it depends what I'm drinking. What are you afraid of? Whales. Don't make fun of me. I freaking hate the ocean. I don't like whales. That's pretty much it. Honestly, I'm not really like, I don't like sit up at night and go, oh my god. I don't like bugs, but I'm not like terrified of them. I don't know. I don't usually have an answer for what are you afraid of. What is your favorite scent? Ooh, freshly cut grass. I thought I was gonna have like a list. I don't know, what are other good scents? Chlorine, sunscreen. Oh my god, that just instantly I'm like I'm at the beach. I am feeling good. I don't know. Do you address older people by their first name or last name? It really depends, again, like who we're talking about. If we're talking about someone that I'm close to and I know that like it would be awkward if I said their last name, then I'll say their first name. If we're talking about like my friend's parents, I'll always call them their last name first, like Mrs. whatever. And then usually the parents will be like, don't call me that, call me my first name. And then I usually like 1 or 2 times after that still call them by their last name, but then start to call them by their first name. It just depends who it is. If money was not a factor, how would you live your life? Fun, Traveling. I would still want to live in this area, so that alone is expensive because it's LA. Do you prefer swimming in pools or the ocean? Pools. What would you do if you found $50 on the ground? I would look around, and I think I would sit there for a minute, look around, and if genuinely no one was around, I'm like, this has been there a while, I'd take it. But if there's someone like in front of me that has their wallet, I'd obviously be like, hey, here's your money. Have you ever seen a shooting star? Yes, I've seen two. The most recent time was me, Allie, and Isabel were driving. We used to go on drives at night and get like ice cream and just drive around and listen to music and talk. And the most recent time we were driving down this perfect strip to drive down at night. It's like a 55-mile-per-hour area. It's so nice. It just feels free and like open. And we saw a shooting star go right across the sky while we were listening to Kiss Me Through the Phone. It's cool. I mean, shooting stars look like they're green almost when they come through, and it's really fast. And I remember Isabel, me and Allie were like, what? And Isabel was like, what was that? And we were like, it's a shooting star. It was just so fun. What is one thing you would want to teach your children? Open-mindedness, kindness. That's one thing. I guess open-mindedness, I would say. If you had a tattoo, what would it be and where would you get it? I've shown it before. I want it right here, left arm, right above the elbow crease, whatever it's called. I actually think I want a different tattoo now. I've literally only shown one on YouTube for so long that I wanted, but someone made one on TikTok and said, here's a design, if you guys want it, use it, and I think I want it. I think that's so pretty. What can you hear right now? The fan. My fan's on high. Where do you feel safest? Home. What is one thing you want to overcome/conquer? That's a really hard question. I don't think there's really anything right now. I just want to live a happy life, get a good job, I want to love what I do, and hopefully I'm able to do all that. If you could travel back to any era, what would you choose? I would not want to do that. But if I had to, I guess the Roaring 20s. That's always such a cheesy answer, but I feel like that's probably what I'd do. What is your most used emoji? It's that little like groan. Nicki Minaj always used it, and that's what made me use it. This one. What is your favorite season and why? Spring. I just love the weather. I love everything green, the flowers growing. I love it. I love the blue skies with white puffy clouds and all that. How would you spend your ideal day? On an ideal day, I'd be hanging out with friends, going for a drive, getting good food, maybe going like back pre-pandemic, bowling or movies or something like that. Just hanging out. I love stuff like that. Mini golf is fun. It depends on the day. Describe yourself using one word. I've always used ambitious. That's probably what I'd stick with. What do you regret the most? Not going to see One Direction in concert. Oh my god, I love One Direction so much, and I've seen them since the beginning. I just never had the ability to go, and I really wish I had like made that happen. Because, you know, I worry. Invent your own word. What does it mean? I've actually done this with my neighbor, Megan. When we were younger, like middle school, we were like, we should make up a word and like use it all the time. We were like, you know, like Fetch and Mean Girls. But we decided to go with pro-beast, which meant like sick, basically. Like, this is so awesome. It's so bad now. I can never use that, but yeah, we made that word and it was fun. We used it for a little while, and by a little while I mean like a week. We didn't use this for like a year and annoy everybody, but that's what I would stick with. Wow, you guys, that was like a lot of questions. I told you, I feel like I was gonna learn stuff about myself. Like, a couple of those questions I've never even thought about, so that was really interesting. I hope you liked this week's video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Let me know what color pen ink is your favorite color to write in, because I think that's actually a pretty interesting question and could tell me a lot about who you are. So leave that comment down below. Make sure to hit subscribe and hit the bell next to subscribe to get notifications for when I post. But if you don't know, I post every single Wednesday. So I will see you next week with another new video. Goodbye. I mean, when I think of mentor, I think of like mentor, whatever.